everyone, so second video review for this week is for The Sun and Moon Beneath the Stars by Parr. I have just posted my Goodreads review, so if you want to go and check that out, there is a link below if you are on YouTube in the description, and if you are on Facebook there is a link below all the other videos. And like I say, this is a video review. So The Sun and Moon Beneath the Stars by Parr. It's a young adult fantasy book. And so when Parr contacted me, she was like, do you want to check it out? And I was like, yeah, totally. Some of the young adult stuff I have read recently has been really great, and it is not just for young adult readers. Anyone can read it and enjoy it. And again, I think where something's gone with young adult, especially with this book, it's one of those books that if fantasy isn't really your thing and you've never read it before, but you're intrigued and you want to try it out and you want to see what it's all about, this would be a great starting point. This book's simple enough, but with a complex enough storyline and plot for you to understand the fantasy and really get engaged with it, but without being overwhelmed with terms and magic and things that you don't understand. So it's a great book to sort of introduce you to that genre, and being for young adult readers, it's just a lovely, easy read. So for me, I sat back and I'm reading this and I understood everything that was going on. I still had questions and I still had things I needed to know, so the plot didn't give anything away, but it was just written in a way that made it so easy for me to understand, which was brilliant. Lovely, relaxing book to settle down with and read and just enjoy. So it focuses on Rasha, who is a slave. I hope I said that right. And she has a power within her, sort of a magic, a mystical sort of energy that needs, when she tries to kill herself, it takes over herself. It takes over her. So there's nothing she can do about it. You know, she's living, she's breathing. There's just nothing she can do about it. And Adriana, who is the princess from Wealth, for where Rasha was a slave, she sort of finds herself in a very unique situation with Rasha, and they're then suddenly on this adventure to rescue like their loved ones and their families, and they have to set out to put right the wrongs that have occurred in the past when this has occurred, because this power, this magical power, it's not the first time it's shown itself, and it's not the first time it's caused destruction and havoc. So they meet up with people along the way, and they have to determine who to trust and who not to trust, and who's helping them and who's just out for their own. There's a lot for them to question together, as well as their feelings as well, because they, again, you know, they have a little bit of feelings for each other. And so Adriana has to really make she has a choice to make at one point in the book, because she too, like Rasha, has a consuming power that she has to decide how to use it. She has to decide what she's going to do and whether she wants to take that path. So there's, like I say, there was a lot of questioning in this, and there was a lot of things for you to decipher, as well as the characters. So you really were on a journey with them, and it was action-packed. There was so much going on. But yeah, they had to discover the world, morally make choices, and it's very difficult to give away, to say too much about the book without giving away the entire plot. So like I say, it is just this action-packed adventure with these 6 individuals, each of them in a very unique situation, some of them forming relationships, and so it had a nice LGBT feel to it, but it wasn't overshadowing this fantasy plot. So I liked how easy it was to read. I was really sort of into the story and engaged with the characters, engaged with the plot, engaged with what was happening, and I didn't have to question anything or spend time overthinking what I'd read, because it was just so plain and simple for me to grasp who was who and who was doing what and what their motives were. So that was great. You know, it really made the story, and you know, I'm hoping there'll be more stories with these characters, because I think there is more that can be explored with them and their relationships and the future, because, you know, they've been on this epic adventure together, and so they've sort of overcome what they needed to do in this book, but now they've got other things to focus on, like the decisions they've made, the impact that's now going to have on their lives and their futures. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting more from Parr on this, because I think it would be really great in a series to have a couple more of these books and explore the characters in a bit more depth. But yeah, like I said before, if fantasy is something that you're interested in, you haven't read it before, and you really want to check it out and give it a go, and this will just satisfy those cravings that you have, and introduce you to the fantasy books, which we have so many of, which are fantastic, but this one would be a great starting place. So I'll pop a link in the description if you want to go and grab a copy of The Sun and Moon Beneath the Stars by Parr. If you've read The Sun and Moon Beneath the Stars, please let me know what you thought of it. What was your favourite parts? How did you find it? Because it's, like I say, it's a young adult book. How did you find it? And if you are going to read it, or if it's on your to read list, again, let me know, because it'd be really cool just to know who's interested in reading it. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.